Here's what Kanye West, Alex Jones, and Nelk Boys all have in common. All right, check this out. Nelk Boys a few days ago did an interview with Donald Trump, and their video on YouTube got taken down. All right. A few days ago, if I type Kanye West ban, and I just spell Kanye West wrong, Kanye West was banned from the Grammys, okay? And he was also banned from Instagram for 24 hours or something like that, all right? And then a few years ago, Alex Jones, who's very controversial, Alex Jones was completely removed from most social media platforms because of something he said, all right? All of these guys are being censored, banned, or just canceled by cancel culture for one reason or another. So that's one thing that all three of those personalities have in common. Another thing these guys have in common is the fact that they said, okay, you're going to ban me on your social media platforms? I'll just build my own platform. Kanye West comes out with Donda 2. And instead of releasing it on Apple Music, Spotify, he puts it on his own ugly website. It's ugly, but it converts, okay? He puts it on his own website, and he makes it exclusive to those people, and they can only get it by purchasing his $200 stem player, all right? Now, I'm going to go over to Google, and I'm going to say, how many stem players did Kanye sell? It's reported here that in the first 24 hours, Kanye West sold 11,000 units of stem players. That's a whole lot of stem players. That's absolutely phenomenal in my humble opinion. So when the Nelk Boys video was taken off of YouTube because apparently Donald Trump said something that YouTube didn't agree with, the Nelk Boys then went over to their own platform and uploaded the video to their own paid platform, okay? This is genius. They're understanding that no matter how big your social media following is, if you don't have your own website, okay, if you don't have your own website that you can control, these social media platforms can cancel you at any moment. Alex Jones did the same thing when they removed him from YouTube and all these other social media platforms. He said, screw it, I'll just host everything on my own platform. That's phenomenal, because what that meant is no one can come down unless you're a hacker or something and pull Alex Jones' website down. You know what I'm saying? He can have his own servers. He can host his files on those own servers. And even if someone happens to hack him, if he has those files, he can re-upload those files to a new platform. That's the number one thing that all of these guys have in common. If you have a social media audience of 100,000, 200,000, even 10,000 followers, it's important to have your own social media platform. So if I go to Infowars.com, I can see that Alex Jones is getting around 58,000 SEO clicks a month, okay? A month. SEO simply means search engine optimization. So that means that 58,420 clicks on average are going to Alex Jones' own website, okay? And he's still being banned on social media. If I do full send, we do fullsend.com. I'll go over right here and I'll say, okay, with full send, how many people are going to full send? Full send, 25,000 SEO searches a month. So being banned or shadow banned could be the best thing that happens to you, because what happens with a lot of people is they become so dependent on these social media platforms that they forget about building their own nest egg on their own website. So for me, I have over 250,000 followers on TikTok. That's 250,000. I think it's over 250,000. Maybe I'm like 238,000. I don't know. But it's almost at 250,000. But I never get it misconstrued. I still have my platform, which is Web Asset Group, right here. We have our own social media platform. It's a paid community, and I can't be censored because you got to pay to even have access to the platform. So what I'm getting at here, you want to be like Kanye West and sell, your products and services directly from your own platform. even if you're using a platform like Shopify. I had a client a few days ago who called me and said, Robbie, my website isn't coming up. And I'm first thinking like maybe her domain name is expired. But when I did further investigation, I found out that Shopify took her website down simply because she was selling a t-shirt inside of her website that, quite frankly, she didn't even know was in there. They completely removed her website, even though she hadn't sold any one of those t-shirts that they said was copyright or trademark infringement. So these platforms can pull you. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of WordPress, but what I do like is the fact that 9 times out of 10 when you build a WordPress website, you get the files with that website, and if someone happens to remove you off of their servers, you can take your files and upload them to another server and be back in business tomorrow. That's another reason why I prefer websites over apps, because Google and Apple have a monopoly on the app market. And so if they say you can't have your app or your, inside of one of their platforms, you're screwed. What are you going to do from that point? And so this is the main thing that the Nelk boys, Alex Jones and Kanye West have in common, is that, and also I'll go also to say Donald Trump. Donald Trump was censored on social media as well, pulled off, completely removed because he said something they didn't agree with. So he said, screw it, I'll build my own social media platform. And that's why he came out with Truth Social a few days ago. Truth Social, all right? Truth Social. He's like, screw it. You don't want me on your social media platform? Forget it. I have an audience. I'll go build on my own platform and bring my audience over there. Okay? So this is the power of having your own website. Don't get it twisted. You need your own website, not a link tree. Even if you have a link tree, you need your own website in addition to that, because you don't own Linktree, you don't own the domain name, you don't own the files. You're building up somebody else's platform. It's time for you to build up your own platform. And so again, I'm cool on social media, but I give my undivided attention to the people that are inside of my mastermind group at webassetgroup.com. Check us out if you want to know more about marketing and how you can establish, grow, and monetize your presence on the internet. I look forward to talking to you very soon. Subscribe, share this with somebody who has a lot of followers but don't have a lot of money from those followers. All right?